If your body could talk, it would warn you before something goes seriously wrong. But here's the scary part. Most people ignore these warning signs, thinking they're normal. Low energy, hair fall, brain fog, muscle weakness. You assume it's just age catching up with you. But what if these are actually signs of dangerous nutrient deficiencies silently damaging your body? And by the end of this video, you might recognize one of these signs in yourself. Stay with me, because some of these are ignored until it's too late. Let's start with something very common. You wake up tired, even after a full night's sleep. You feel weak, low on energy, sometimes even dizzy. Your skin looks pale, and simple activities make you feel out of breath. You might think you're just overworked, but this could be a sign of iron deficiency. Iron plays a critical role in carrying oxygen in your blood. Without enough iron, your body struggles to deliver oxygen properly. Over time, this can lead to anemia, constant fatigue, and weakness. This is especially common in women and people over 50. Now here's another one that affects millions of people silently. You feel tired all the time, but not just physically. Mentally drained. You struggle to focus, forget things easily, and sometimes even feel low or unmotivated. This could be a sign of vitamin B12 deficiency. Vitamin B12 is essential for your brain and nervous system. When levels drop, your brain doesn't function at its best. And if ignored for too long, it can even lead to nerve damage that may not fully recover. Now think about your physical strength. Have you noticed your muscles feel weaker than before? Climbing stairs feels harder, lifting things feels more exhausting, and sometimes you experience muscle cramps. This could be a sign of vitamin D deficiency. Vitamin D is not just important for bones. It plays a major role in muscle strength, immunity, and overall health. Low levels can make your body feel older than it actually is. Magnesium is involved in hundreds of processes in your body, including heart function. Low levels can increase the risk of serious health problems, especially related to the heart. This is something you should never ignore. So why are these deficiencies so common today? Because of modern lifestyle habits. Poor diet, processed foods, stress, lack of sunlight. All of these slowly drain your body of essential nutrients. But here's the good news. Most of these issues can be improved with small, simple changes. Eating better, getting enough sunlight, and paying attention to your body can make a big difference. Now take a moment and be honest with yourself. Which of these signs have you been ignoring? Low energy, hair fall, muscle weakness, or brain fog? Tell me in the comments, which one do you relate to the most? No judgment. Because awareness is the first step toward improving your health. And if you're serious about taking care of your body, type, "I care about my health," in the comments. Before you move on, there's something important you need to understand. Deficiencies don't usually appear overnight. They build slowly, silently, over weeks, months, even years. And because the symptoms are mild in the beginning, most people ignore them. That's how small warning signs turn into serious health problems. Think about it. Your body is incredibly intelligent. It doesn't just break down suddenly. It gives you signals first. Subtle ones. Easy to ignore ones. A little fatigue here, a bit of weakness there, occasional discomfort. But when those signals are ignored again and again, the body has no choice but to make them louder. And that's when people finally start paying attention. But by then, the damage is often harder to reverse. That's why awareness is so powerful. Now let's talk about something very practical. What can you actually do starting today to reduce the risk of these deficiencies? First, focus on real food. Not processed, not packaged, but natural, whole food. They are your body's fuel. Every bite you take is either supporting your health or slowly harming it. Second, don't underestimate sunlight. Just 15 to 20 minutes of sunlight a day can make a huge difference, especially for vitamin D. Most people today live indoors, work indoors, and even relax indoors. And that's one of the biggest reasons deficiencies are increasing. Third, stay hydrated. It sounds simple, but dehydration can actually worsen many symptoms like fatigue, headaches, and low energy. Sometimes, what you think is a serious issue is just your body asking for water. And finally, listen to your body. If something feels off, don't ignore it. If the symptoms are persistent, get them checked. A simple test today can prevent a major problem tomorrow. Now let me ask you something. How often do you actually pay attention to your body? Not your phone, not your work, not your stress, but your body. Because most people don't. They push through pain, ignore discomfort, and keep going until they're forced to stop. But you don't have to wait for that moment. You can take control now. Start small. Fix one habit at a time. Maybe improve your diet. Maybe get a little more sunlight. Maybe just become more aware of how you feel daily. Because health is not built in one day. It's built in small choices, repeated every single day. And the best part? It's never too late to start. Even if you've been ignoring these signs for years, your body still has the ability to heal if you give it the right support. So don't panic, just start. One step at a time. And before you go, I want you to do one simple thing. Take a moment and ask yourself honestly, what is one small change I can make today for my health? Not tomorrow. Not next week. Today. Comment it below. Because when you say it out loud, or write it down, you're more likely to actually do it. And I'll be reading your comments. Remember, your health is your responsibility. No one else can fix it for you. But the good news: you have more control than you think. Take care, stay aware, and there's one more thing most people never think about, and it quietly makes everything worse. It's consistency. You might eat healthy for a few days, go for a walk once or twice, drink more water today, but then you go right back to old habits. And your body doesn't respond to what you do once in a while, it responds to what you do consistently. Small good habits done daily can rebuild your energy, improve your strength, and restore balance in your body. But small bad habits, repeated every day, slowly break you down without you even noticing. That's why real change doesn't come from big actions, it comes from small actions repeated again and again. Now think about your daily routine. From the moment you wake up to the time you go to sleep, what choices are you making? Are you giving your body what it needs, or just what is easy? Because convenience is often the biggest enemy of health. Fast food is easy. Skipping sunlight is easy. Ignoring symptoms is easy. But the long-term cost of those easy choices is much harder than making the right ones today. And here's something important: your body has an incredible ability to recover, but only if you support it. When you start giving it proper nutrition, enough rest, movement, and awareness, it begins to repair itself. Energy improves. Focus becomes sharper. Pain reduces. And you start feeling like yourself again. But it all starts with awareness. Noticing the small signals. Respecting what your body is trying to tell you. And taking action before those signals turn into serious problems. So from today, don't ignore the signs. Don't delay change. Even one small step today can create a completely different future for your health. And remember, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. Start today, stay consistent. And your body will thank you for years to come. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe,